It had been hours since the beating stopped. They kept asking questions. Where is it? Where did it go? But no answer seemed to please them. It was cold. Very cold on that table. They had injected something. And the burning sensation, it silenced everything else. But the one thing it didn't silence, the one thing it didn't stop, was the sound of the door opening, the conversation. As true heroes drew their blade and prepared to destroy the rot that had infected the underground of Yarmul, Kevin could only smile. Could you guys please roll me initiative?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Kevin?
Melvin?
Oh, buddy.
7. Oh, actually, hold on.
Initiative is the dexterity die, right?
And insight.
Dex
insight. Gotcha.
Should I take the lead?
Yeah. I have like a -3 to mine, so...
I have a 0 initiative modifier.
I have a -1, but I'm rolling a D8 and a D12.
I'm rolling a
much
D6
better.
and a D12, so that's a little better, yeah.
What you got, boys?
Oof, 1 on my D12 and a 6. That's 7 total. Good thing I didn't take the lead.
Reginald, did I get some help from you?
No. I got like a 4.
Damn. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick my opportunity because I rolled double 6s.
Whoa!
Nice. That
Well
is
done.
That's a
great
crit.
way to start the fight.
Fantastic way to
That's a
start.
great way to kick it off. And that gives you just enough to take the lead for initiative.
Whoa.
Oh, it's an automatic success.
Oh, true.
Opportunity.
Information wouldn't be the worst.
Yeah, weak spot.
Yeah, but lost items right there. And we came here for something.
True.
Oh. We just make it pop up?
Or I could have the wildest plot twist.
You could also do progress if we have a clock coming on.
None that we know of yet, though. Canonically.
Oh, wait, well, hold on. I'm looking here. Oh, we've got 2 clocks. We're
We
supposed
do have
to...
2 blocks. Well, I hadn't gotten around to it. I was waiting for initiative to be rolled, set the scene a little bit.
Yeah, no, sorry. I realize I'm kind of screwing that up by looking at these things here. But also, Matt, do you want us to stop the flesh or do you want us to get to completion? Because I'm getting conflicting stories from your 2 different clocks.
You know, as a DM, you do a lot of things to keep your players entertained, to keep them invested in the story as well as the mechanics. And sometimes you got to name a clock a silly thing, you know?
I'm just hearing that each clock is a little different and has different needs.
My clocks are done almost to completion.
6 squares, that's like average for all clocks, right? Like,
Yeah. 6 segments. Most people have 6. If you have more than 6 segments, that's a little excessive, honestly.
I've heard that once you get past 6 sections, people start checking their watches. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, okay. So I guess to set the scene a little bit, as we walk in, we saw all these people on tables, right?
Yep.
And they were hooked up to some sort of fluid device, like an IV. I don't know why I didn't just call it an IV. And there's a very decrepit looking Tandy, correct?
Decrepit, she is maybe thinner than like you'd imagine most people to be up until you get to her head where she has like a mushroom like bulb. But
Okay.
other than that, she
Cool.
looks to be maybe like 5'8", but she's got like a bit of a hunch.
Okay. All right. And then we have this giant ball of flesh, was it in like a glass tube?
So there's two flesh-like substances in this room. There is the one there is the one that is in a containment tank that Tandy is looking over, that she was stroking previously like it was a child. And then there is the pile of like flesh-like bodies that are in the corner of the room over by the tables of unconscious people.
Tandy did leave a briefcase on an island, so...
Yeah. God, this is tough. We have not spotted a gem, correct?
We have not, no.
All right. Then that might be a bit of a stretch. Then yeah, I think I'll go with faux pas. I'd like her to say something embarrassing. No, I'm going to go with information. I would like to spot a useful clue or detail.
Okay. You all draw up, preparing yourselves for battle, and you see as the test tube rattles and shakes, as the thing inside of it begins to move and shift, you begin to see kind of a pattern to it. You see the form that it is attempting to complete. It is almost embryonic at the moment, but as it begins to rotate inside the tube, you begin to see a head, a human face begin to form, and at the center of that head, looking back to you with sightless eyes, is the healer growing out of the head.
Okay. As we charge into the room, Vale's going to take in the scenery as if it's pleasant, and point to the thing in the tube and shout to the others, "The gem, it's there in that creature. We need to get as fast as possible. Don't let her release it."
Can I cast Flare?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
your
first.
Turn. Yeah.
Go right
Excellent.
ahead.
I just move my arm as I'm mid-spell cast and point it toward that tank.
This would be... you can attack the tank, but I would say that this is more moving towards the objective.
Okay, then I'd cast it at Tandy then. I think I ended the last one saying I was casting Flare. So I'm gonna burst off. I'll aim then at Tandy since she's standing right next to the thing.
Certainly.
And maybe that'll help us with the objective as we go.
Hey, she can't press buttons if she got no fingies.
It's true. It's true. Got to singe. Dexterity plus might plus 4. Dexterity is now a D12. Oh, that's a 2. Oh my gosh. Might. That's a 3. Jeez Louise, rolling terror. That's a 1 and a 2 on my first D12s.
Believe it or
Yikes.
not, that misses.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow. I mean, that is 5 plus 4. So does 9 change anything?
No, it does not.
Dang.
Do you want to spend a fabulous point?
Could spend a value.
I really think I should. I've got so many.
Hey, if you got them to spend.
I know. Let's see. I can... we don't know what number we're trying to get to, so I won't try to add a strength to the result. I think this D12 could do a lot better. 2 gives us a lot to work with. So I will invoke a fabula point, invoke a trait to re-roll that D12. And the trait I will do is, let's see, self-mastery. Through the work that I've done with Vale and with Reginald, understanding myself and how I react to these situations, I am ready to listen to what Vale says and respond without even thinking. It doesn't need to go thought to hand. It's just hand moves. Let's see how that goes. And that is a 10. So that goes total score up to 17.
Nice.
Let's go.
That will hit.
Fantastic.
Blast your flare.
Now the high roll is 10. So 10 plus 25 is 35 points of fire damage.
Well done. Fire leaps from your blade and crosses the room, catching Tandy as she bats it away a little bit, but she still seems to take the fire damage and is like shaking a little bit as she looks over into the corner of the room where the pile of bodies begins to move by itself as she points a hand over to it, and then she casts in your direction, and the bodies not obeying the movement of like a human being, but rather with wild abandon throw themselves at let's roll a die. Throw themselves with wild abandon directly at Tetsudo Vale. Max, I'm so very sorry.
It's fine.
You say that now.
Vale is used to managing flesh.
No.
Listen, I've been struggling. You're talking about self-mastery. You said the head was twisting around in the tank. I mean,
okay, that scared me. I thought I crit there. It was a 9 and a 6, but my dice are fancy, so I had to double check with the other numbers.
96.
Nice.
Nice. So it is a 20 to hit.
I mean, yeah, 20 hits me.
Oh, cool.
I protect as I take that blow instead.
Nice. Well done. So instead, Eric, you take 19 points of physical damage as this wall of creatures lunge towards Tetsudo Vale, but Reginald, you manage to step in the way and you protect, holding fast against them, but still taking a bit of damage.
And since I have been hit, and I have my new shield that allows me to counterattack on evens as well as odds, I make an attack back.
Nice.
Will a 10 hit?
A 10 will hit. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And high roll drops to 0. So I just do the HR plus 6 of my bronze sword. And because I picked up Hoplite, I also gain a plus 5 to that. So that will be 11 points of damage.
You immediately cut through one of these bodies. There is no fluid inside of it as it crashes upon the floor. And yeah, it just drops down. It is you guys.
Is it cool if I go? I have something that I think can help a little bit. I'm just kind of hoping. Vale will duck around behind Reginald's shield as Reginald protects him, and he'll mutter a quick thanks, and he'll turn the guiding star into the guiding light and run his finger over some text as some words flare up and illuminate us all with this very like vivacious light, to this very like bright kind of clean white greenish light. As Vale has observed a whole lot of spores and mushrooms and all kinds of scary stuff in this area, as I will now spend 15 MP to cast Reinforce on the three of us. So we all are now protected from and immune to the poisoned status effect.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well,
Take that, DM.
no.
And because the guiding light is an arcane weapon, 2 of my spiritist abilities activate, one being support magic. Whenever I cast a spell that targets one or more allies, if I have an arcane weapon equipped, I can choose one of those allies I have a bond towards. If you do that, ally gains a bonus on the next check they perform during the current scene. This bonus is equal to the strength of your bond towards them. And to maximize that, as I like split the magic between us, I'll send the support magic over to Civic as I give you a +3 to your next check.
Whoa.
Civic. And then Reginald, my hand comes up and touches your shoulder, drawing the text up with it as I use the healing power of the Spiritist. Whenever I cast a spell that targets one or more allies, if I have an arcane weapon equipped, I can have each of those allies recover an amount of hit points equal to my skill level multiplied by the number of bonds I have. My skill level is 2. I have 10 bonds. Take 20 HP.
Whoa.
Okay.
All from one spell? Look at that.
All from one little spell.
Yeah. Well done. Okay.
Spiritist, baby.
That's insane.
Tandy will see you do this healing, and she will return to her work at her computer. She is going to perform the objective action.
Speaking of objectives, Victor, because you use a Fabula point, don't forget to give yourself 1 on your counter for your 0 skill.
Oh, that's whenever I use a Fabula as well?
Whenever you take damage or use a Fabula.
Excellent. Thank you for the reminder. Beep boop boop boop.
Thanks for letting me slip in before you there, Eric. I just thought maybe getting the poison immunity could potentially be helpful.
Very much so, yes.
Maybe that's not what it does, but it's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever roll so well you have to double check stuff?
Yeah.
Not when I'm DMing usually.
Okay. All right. Tandy will perform the objective action, and she rolls a 23. Now, she only needed a 10, and she's succeeded by 6 or more. So the completion objective is going to go up by 3 segments. Yippee!
How many does each clock have?
Each clock has 6 segments. So as previously stated, we have 2 clocks, completion and stop the flesh. And currently, Tandy has half finished.
Oh, no, just if both finish at the same time, you just throw a hand on top.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that is a procedure. And then Tandy will reset. Monsieur Reginald, what would you like to do?
Seeing that Tandy is doing something that is not muy bueno, I am going to provoke them to force them to... well, actually, provoke doesn't force them to attack me, does it? So that wouldn't really make sense if they're not attacking me.
Does give enraged.
Does give enraged.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, I'll do that. Tandy, your final acts of desperation are worthless. Face us now, for you have a better chance of striking us down and completing this than completing this before we finish you.
All right, and that's a contest, right?
It is.
What dice am I rolling?
It is going to be your might willpower.
Oh, no. Okay. If only she was a fury. That is double 4s on my side for an 8 total.
I got a 17. So I do not believe they beat me.
Are you sure? Can you
yes.
double check? Okay, sure. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah, she takes the enraged.
I was like, is there a mechanic I don't know about? So they are also enraged, which lowers their dexterity and their insight die.
That's huge.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah. And additionally, they must use me as a target on any attack or offensive spell that they use.
You will immediately comply, as she will launch an attack. She is going to reach out her hand, and as if in response, there is a swarm of spores that leap to her fingertips that she just chucks at you. Just got reduced. Does a 15 hit you?
A 15 will hit me. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So that is 24 points of poison damage, and you gain the slowed condition.
What kind of damage?
Poison.
We're immune to the effect, unfortunately.
Oh,
not
gosh.
the damage type.
Okay.
And with that, did I say slowed condition?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I meant the weak condition. I do apologize.
Oh, no.
Rounds reset. You can see the thing in the tubes starting to take a more humanoid. It now not only has a head, it is beginning to develop a chest, shoulders. You're beginning to see the outlines of hands and arms as it's taking a more literal form. It is your round to lead.
I am going to do the guard action and go over to Civic. All right. Don't get discouraged. Just keep launching those. It'll make purchase. We'll clear out this room and get this amulet. As I do reassuring presence, starting my mind clock, I will spend 5 MP and generate for you 22 MP.
Excellent. Thank you. Civic will swipe their sword as they move past the flesh and looking across the room. Should I still be aiming at Tandy, or are we breaking that glass?
Let's stop her from finishing it. I think that's our priority.
Then I will prepare another flare, but this time I want to do it in a way that's going to impact the objective, if that's possible. I don't know how damaged I left Tandy after that last strike. It seemed like she kind of brushed it off.
No way to know for sure.
Am I seeing across the room any sort of burns or singe or her react to what I did at all?
She definitely looks injured, but you don't know how close she is to death. She looks hurt.
So I did injure her, but I didn't actually stop her action at all. So what I'm going to try and do is channel the flare with Reginald beside me into a focused point. I want to aim at the keyboard she's using.
Can certainly do that on your turn.
Okay.
It is now Villain's turn.
Excellent.
Tandy doesn't like getting yelled at, so she's going to throw another spore at... It's got to be Reginald. He has no other option. You did this. You're making me do this. Oh, she did way worse that time. That is a 8.
8 will not hit. No.
Oh.
As the spores just bounce off the shield as I duck behind it.
Okay. Now you can attack the thing.
Okay, attack now.
Would you like to complete an objective action? I
would like to specifically complete an objective. Do I need to spend the MP for it?
No.
Would that help at all? Because I do want to do kind of a ranged, or if I'm running up there with Reginald and physically bashing the thing.
I think you can just use the fire for flavor.
Yeah.
Because you're still just doing an objective thing.
Okay. So I want to do the objective action then.
Right on. Do it up.
What do I need to roll for that?
You are using your fire to blast something from across the room. I'd say that sounds like a willpower dexterity roll.
Can I use my normal fire thing, which is dexterity might?
You sure can.
Yeah. I want to get that D12 in there. Give it some chances. Okay. That is just flat roll. That's 6 plus 3, so 9.
Plus 3. Because of...
Plus 3 because of the
check
you gave, so 12.
That's absolutely right. 12. That will reduce the completion clock by 1. Well done. So it is now down to 2 out of 6 on the completion clock as you see the fire start to blaze across the instruments as Tandy quickly rushes to try to alleviate some of the damage that you have done. But before she does that, the swarm of bodies, you watch as a pulse leaves the tube and travels bioluminescently across all of the mushrooms that completely surround you in this area. As you see the body that had dropped to the floor begins to stitch itself back together. As the flesh will now use its spell. Oh boy. It is going to use numbing gas. I'm going to burn 30 MP. I'm going to target the 3 of you. This will be very funny if this lands, boys.
What if you don't? Huh?
I've thought about that. You know, I've spent a lot of time meditating, really, really worrying about it, and
as long as you've considered
it's funnier if I do. Yeah, of course.
Is this something I can protect for?
Waving your hands real fast.
Technically, if there's an AoE, you can take it twice.
Now, if I take it twice, will that do 2 instances of taking damage?
Yes.
Okay. I will take the damage that Vale will get as I see this gas come out I extend my hand and pull him under the shield.
If I tell you there's no damage associated, would you
there's no
do
damage?
that?
No.
Let me
think I
go,
would.
because I've got a higher magic defense.
Yeah.
So Vale grabs
I'm just
Reginald
gonna
and
ask,
throws
are you
him
sure?
under his...
Well,
Retcon.
we get to make those decisions after we know what happens. That's what's
Certainly.
nice about Fabula.
Yes. That is a 13 against magic defense.
Yeah, it meets.
Definitely. Mine is 7.
So mine is 8.
8. Okay. So that will hit all of you. I'm going to ask you, are you sure you want to protect or you don't want to protect her? What's the move?
I will not protect.
So the consequence of numbing gas hitting is that each target loses half of their current MP points.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Please lose half of your current MP.
That hurts.
Okay.
Great. And that is the flesh's go. I believe we're down to Tetsudo Vale.
That's a problem. You are still weak, correct, Reginald?
I am.
Okay. We cannot have that. And I don't want to keep cleansing that. And you also use might to attack. Is that correct, Civic?
Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to... Vale is going to once again bring his hand up and trace a similar line of text, but from a different body of work. And he will cast Reinforce again on just those two. I don't need it because you can't lower a die size below a d6. So what do I care if I get weakened? And I will reinforce both Reginald and Civic against being weakened, which if a creature becomes immune to a status condition they are suffering from, they immediately recover from it. Reginald, take 20 HP. Civic, add 3 to your next roll.
Excellent.
Right on. As you complete this, Tandy will lob another ball of spores. Spore ball is a very competitive sport. Well, that is a 10 to hit Reginald. Does a 10 hit you with a ranged attack?
A 10 will not hit me.
And with that, the round resets. It is once again yours to lead, my boys. Sweet, sweet boys.
I don't need to go since I'm already guarding.
So why don't I go? It sounds like, is there something we're trying to complete ourselves? We don't have a clock. We're just trying to stop their clocks.
There is
At the moment, stop the flesh is a clock. And maybe
right. Okay.
Maybe lighting that thing on fire or something. I don't know. I don't know what is causing it. We saw that there was healing that kind of came out of the tube.
Okay.
So maybe disconnecting it from the tube or something. I don't know.
From the tube. So let's
that there are 10 individuals in this room currently lying on tables that have fluids pumping into them that you do recall seeing a copy of one just outside earlier.
Okay. Okay. I think fire kind of running through Civic's body right now, feeling the presence of Reginald shielding and Vale sending these waves of healing energy over the crew, allowing them to press on against this flesh. Civic will turn toward these tables. If it seems like these tubes are empowering the flesh somehow, seeing that Tandy's distracted, throwing lobs of spores at Reginald, Civic will whirl and use the sword and do another pinpoint of fire and try to catch as many of those tubes in line as possible to try and separate the IVs.
Roll it away. Pitter patter.
So that would be another objective check. So probably another dex and
It would be
might.
another objective action. It sure would.
6 and 5, 11 plus 3, 14.
Is enough to get you an additional
Nice.
Tick on your clock.
Okay.
So you progress that to now 2.
Excellent.
As you watch your strike, while well aimed and well fired, it does not completely destroy all the tubing connecting all of them, but you do watch as the fluid, this kind of like viscous thing, starts leaking out of the tubes that were attached to them and spilling out across the floor. Next up is Tandy. She is going to try to progress the completion clock again. Going to perform another objective action.
She is enraged.
Rage does not force you to attack.
Well, but the status, she's got some lower dice, hopefully.
Yes. She does indeed. Unfortunately, I still rolled a raw 11.
Oof.
So she will get one more progression
That's what
to
they used
get
to
back
call me.
to being 50%. So she will go back to typing, and you will see that the form inside the tube shimmers and shakes and begins to process. You see more of a torso beginning to form as this thing is becoming more complete. It is your round.
Should I go ahead and go? Try and stop some of these things?
I would say so.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me double check here.
I just got 2 on the flesh with a 14. If we all work toward that objective this round, we might be able to stop it completely.
That's kind of what I was leaning towards. I was looking to see, is the objective action an open check, technically?
As in, can you team up on it? I believe so, but it does give up the other person's turn as well.
That wasn't why I was asking. But
Okay.
He
We're
wants to
gonna
know
use-
if he can use the insight
yeah,
bonus.
by being focused. Whenever I perform an open check using insight, I gain the focused bonus.
I don't believe it's an open check. I'm double checking now, as I'm sure you are also.
Yeah,
Listeners at home,
I'm-
if you pull out
I've seen
your
it's-
favorite Fabula Ultima handbook, you too can
What do you mean?
confirm what is exactly an open
Attribute
check.
Yeah, go ahead and crack that bad boy up to page 52.
52. If you're driving,
52.
go ahead and pull over. Grab the book in your glove compartment. Yes, page 52 of every single automobile factory guide is also the complete Fabula Ultima handbook.
So I'm also looking
That'd
at the
be
rules.
very effective evangelization.
So I'm also looking at objective on 72.
If you turn to page 72 of your automobile's manual, you will find brake fluid. Not a description of brake fluid, seeping brake fluid. You probably want to close that book now.
I'm not seeing a strong answer.
An
So
open,
I will
an open
just-
check is a skill roll without a set
I'm-
difficulty, where the result determines the quality of success.
Whereas
Oh.
these have a set difficulty.
These have a set
So
difficulty.
that's going to be a no.
Okay, no, that's great. That's perfect. I just wasn't sure what it was considered.
Great find.
Okay,
The more you know.
yeah, that is good knowledge. I'm still going to go ahead and do the objective action, and sort of in a similar vein as to Civic using their magical skills and their fire magic to attempt to pierce and destroy these tubing. I will convert the guiding light back into the guiding star and get the giant shuriken flying out across the laboratory here, attempting to sever a bunch of the lines that are connecting.
That sounds like go ahead and use whatever you use for your attack.
Okay, but I shouldn't add anything.
Correct.
Cool. Like, yeah. So I will roll 2d12 as I roll double insight for my attacks.
Thinks really hard about throwing. Did you roll good? Did you do good?
One's perfect, one's the opposite of perfect. Oh, I have 5. Yeah, I'm spending a Fabula point to reroll one of my d12s.
He's Fabula rich.
I rolled a 12 and a 1, which
Oh.
still would have been a success. And
That would have been 2 successes.
2 successes.
Oh.
Wait, why gamble?
Yeah.
Why gamble? You can only go over 6. So I'm going to invoke my bond with Civic, which is a strength of 3, because I saw how precise Civic was being in their actions, giving me a total of 16 and completing 3 sections of the objective clock.
Jeez.
Well done. As you are now 5 out of 6 on the Stop the Flesh clock. Next up, guess what? It's the Flesh.
You're on your last fucking legs, pal. If you have...
It's going to
and
have
arms
legs?
and...
Well, too many legs.
Is that a wing?
vindictively reach out to try to get some revenge. Going to lash out against Tuxedo Veil. That is a 15 to hit.
I'll use my protect to take the damage, and that does hit me.
All right. You are going to take 22 points of earth damage as it lashes you. Actually, it'd be physical. Sorry. 23 points of physical damage as it reaches out to smack you.
2 quick party hats. You can counterattack that. Second party hat. My worm's not limited. Do I need to be rolling stuff for you?
You do. Thank you for reminding me. Oh gosh, Max, you're doing great, bud.
Damn right, your worm's not limited.
I believe it's 3. It's been 3 turns. Could you give me 3d10 rolls?
Yeah. 5. 1. 1.
Okay.
Somebody got
Jeez.
5-1-1. I'm gonna roll my counterattack on that.
Sure.
That's gonna be 11 to hit.
11 will hit.
Okay, and it's gonna be 11 points of damage.
Nice. Well done.
That's the second time you've hit it with a counterattack, right?
It is.
Right. I'm keeping track.
And that was its turn, which, am I the last to go?
You are indeed.
Do I take an MP potion or finish the objective?
I don't think there's any point in taking MP potions until we stop the thing that drains MP.
Excellent point. I'm going to see where my allies are focusing their attacks and see that these people on these tables are kind of connected to this machine and go over and start like unplugging the IVs.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
That's gentle.
I'd say
we're sending beams of magic and shurikens around the room. You're like, excuse me, sorry. Little kiss and a band-aid.
I feel like the argument here would be, what do you think? Might dex?
Maybe willpower dex? Just having to be up close personal with all these poor experiments.
Might tossing tables.
I'm gonna stick with might dex.
Okay. It's going to be a 5. So, feeling so bad about these poor people, I feel like I need to protect them. I'm going to invoke a Fabula point. Third one, which 1 EXP everyone. Mark it down. And I'm going to re-roll both of those.
All right, roll away.
For a fumble.
Oh, no.
Oh, 1 and a
how
1.
No.
exciting. Congratulations.
I should have taken the MP potion.
You couldn't have known.
So, I got a return on investment on my Fabula point usage. So,
Hey,
Exactly.
it's like
free EXP farming.
It's fine. It's like nothing good happened and now something bad's going to happen. but for free.
Mm-hmm. What's your faux pas, Reginald?
I feel like he's just going to progress it. Like, I actually made it worse.
If he can, he's going to play with the clocks. For sure.
Guys,
Here's
let's
the
grow
thing.
up.
When you fumble,
Where's the second hand?
you fill immediately 2 sections, or in this case, you would unfill 2 sections. So we're gonna go ahead and take away 2 of your progressions.
Oh.
Reginald, instead of unplugging the IVs, you connected more.
Reginald, no,
Well,
wrong way.
Wrong way.
Wrong way.
I'd say it's more as you start unplugging, like undiscerningly, all these IVs, you watch the bodies on the table start to convulse violently. And you watch as some of the mycelium web comes up to cover them, and they stop convulsing and they straighten up. but now it seems the connection, whatever's connecting them, seems to have gained a stronger hold.
Reginald, no, just going willy-nilly seems to be the way to do it on this one. Less precision.
Focus really hard on just wild abandon.
And I get an opportunity. How exciting.
That was your opportunity.
No, that's just the consequences of fumbling a clock.
What?
What?
If the check was a fumble, the corresponding opportunity may be spent to fill it's corresponding opportunity. That's fair. I'll stick to that instead.
The fine print. Oh, the legalese.
Thank you, Vale. Thank you, Vale.
Saved by the legalese.
Vale like pockets one of his like really large textbooks.
Is that an automobile manual?
You didn't realize this was car talk all along?
Yeah. It's for a Honda Civic.
Alright, and we're Tandy's turn. Gorsh, that completion clock sure hasn't moved in a little bit.
Gorsh, Tandy!
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna make another move to
Sora!
move that clock.
Donald! Goofy! Wait, that's me! I'm gonna be DMCA'd!
Oh, Goofy.
Why is there a red dot on my chest?
Good stuff. Sorry, Matt, what were you going to say?
Oh, nothing too important, just that she got a 17.
That's a lot of progress.
That's 3 progress.
That's all
friend.
3.
Oh no.
Ooh.
We're cooked, chat.
Okay.
Chat? Am I cooked?
You watch as Tandy Clutch furiously types away on her console, and the body inside the capsule begins to solidify. You watch this kind of formless flesh take on the appearance of Tandy Clutch. Or no, not Tandy Clutch. It's something else. It's the face refuses to maintain that form. It keeps shifting and growing. You watch as the lamella of a mushroom, the little frill, starts to protrude from her face. You watch as pieces of her, like some weird webbing, starts to connect in between each one of her fingers, every single digit. And I say her because it is distinctly feminine, the form, or at the very least it's trying its best to be. You see the slight tip of the healer still sticking out from its forehead as the eyes open up and look back at you. Look out at everything. And for the first time in a mortal body, one of these artifacts looks at the world around it.
Hello, dear listeners. Thank you so much for listening to this program. It's been real fun raging against the stars, and we couldn't do it without each and every one of you listening. So if you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying this battle, if you want to see how it ends, you're going to listen to how it ends anyways. But yeah, you can help us out by following us on social media at TrueMeta Inc., checking out our website, which is truemetainc.com. That's ink with the C, and also com with the C. And telling a friend. If you're enjoying what we're doing, if you're enjoying Fabula Ultima, go ahead and tell folks about it. That way more people can play this great game, and we can have more people to talk about the rules with. All right. Thank you all for listening. Let's get back to the action.
And we are back to the top of the round. Boys, it's you.
I just want to take an MP potion at any point, so I could be slotted in with that.
Have you already used your protect since your last go?
To block the flesh attack that attacked you, that I counterattacked on.
Okay, I thought you had taken a turn since then.
Did Reginald get a turn last round?
Because I messed up the thing afterwards.
And that's why we're here. So would it make sense for you to hold for your protect?
Yes.
Maximize those?
Okay.
You want to go, Civic?
Yeah, I think Civic can go first. I think we can justify Civic not noticing that the clock is finished and just continuing working on the flesh. So I think with all the steam and the tube and the hissing and this momentous moment happening behind us, Civic is still fire in their eyes, bouncing across the room, dodging the flesh and slashing at these tubes. Now using the flames of the blade to cut at this mycelium holding the bodies to the table. So I want to try the objective.
Nice. I will only make one small comment in that, yes, there's the steaming and hissing of the stuff going on with the tables, but in the moment, as this thing is done, there is no gravitas. It simply exists and is staring out.
Even more so a reason why Civic would not notice. That is 11 plus 2, 13.
13. Nice. That will be 2. Unless you'd like to push it with a fabula.
Yeah. What do I need to do?
If you can push it 3, that gives it 6 over, which is 2 bonuses.
So burning a fabula with 3 bonds.
As long as you have a 3 bond, yeah.
I do. I have the prismatic way. So I think that's perfect. Seeing the mix of mycelium and the bodies, seeing this kind of earthen, fleshy form that we're facing, Civic is just running through their mind almost a mantra. This isn't the way. This isn't the way. So that'll add 3. So 13 plus 3, 16.
Yeah, the flames from your sword cauterize the mycelium web that was growing around these people as you watch it shrink away and burn faster than it can regrow to retake their bodies. They spasm for a few moments, but with this disconnection, they seem to stop moving. Everybody in this room heals 20 HP.
Oh boy.
Now it's Tandy's turn. Tandy is still enraged, and she looks confused as this wave of healing seems to emanate from the tube. But she's locked in on her harming Reginald, and she will throw a pod of spores at him. That's only a 9 from your old girl, Tandy Clutch.
9's not going to make it as I just sidestep out of the way, not guarding at the moment, so a lot more nimble on my feet.
Awesome. Everybody in this room takes 20 points of holy damage.
Holy blood for the blood lily.
As you see Tandy shriek out in pain.
Oh. Believe that increases my 0 counter.
Ooh, nice. All right, boys, your turn.
Is the flesh still moving?
Yes. Its movements are a lot more sluggish. It's a lot less active, but it seems the one that was cut down previously is no longer regrowing.
Okay. And the thing that came out of the tube is still just standing there.
It is not out of the tube. It is still inside.
It's still in the tube. And the pulses of healing and damage seem to be coming from the tube.
As you look over to it, yes. It seems to correspond with that.
That's okay.
We might need more information.
Yeah, I would say, do I need to study this thing?
That might be wise, Vale.
Okay. I'm going to leave us out to dry for a turn on healing. I will study. I'll use the study action.
Before that, could you roll me a d10?
Before that, roll you a d10. That's a 6.
Cool, thank you. All right, the difficulty for this is
increased by what am I trying to meet here on this study action?
Well, it is, as it's a combat study action, it's just the normal 10, 13, 16,
10,
but I'm
13,
increasing
16.
the difficulty by 2 for all levels.
Okay. That is a 4 and a 9 on the dice for a 13, but Vale is focused, meaning that it is an 18, which meets the highest threshold, and that does trigger Vale's Flash of Insight.
Oh.
On a 13 or higher on an investigation, it allows me to ask the GM a question that must be answered truthfully. Can only be used once per subject.
Sure. Would you like to know stuff about this?
You two ponder a little. Let's get this stat block.
Okay.
This creature is a soldier, rank soldier, species humanoid, maximum HP 100, maximum MP 70. Its traits are pure, ephemeral, and complete. Its attributes are Dex D10, Insight D8, Might D8, Willpower D8. Its physical defense, a 12. Its magical defense is a 9. Its affinities are vulnerable to air, immune to dark, resistant to physical, resistant to cold, and absorbs light. Its basic attack is Cleave, is a Might Dex plus 6, that has a high roll plus 10 light, and it has no spells. Has a few special rules.
But I don't get to know those.
But I don't have to tell you those.
You'd like to know one true thing about this creature.
I sure would. Which has changed significantly after seeing Pure as one of its traits.
What does that mean?
That could be a question.
Yeah, that's a good question, you know? Because it depends on if they were like stopping the flesh by themselves or... I'm joking.
It is a fairly new existence, so it might not have a lot of like historical things we can learn about it. But
I'm wondering if like there's something like, can I conceive of a way that like this thing could be aligned with us? Like something along those lines. Like, is this following Tandy's will, or is this a being existent around like just life itself? But I don't know if that's actually helpful.
It could be a question like, what does it want? Like reading intent. It seems to have healed everyone and then it hurt everyone. So why?
Yeah. I think that's a good question. I like that. So Vale kind of like feels the pulse of like healing. That's something that he's only ever like exuded before, has now coursed over him. And he turns and looks at this thing and he can see the gem in its forehead. And there's a part of him that is like, there is that untamed kind of magical core to Vale that he's still trying to get a grasp on, that he is seeing reflected in the crystalline structure of this thing's head, the thing in its head. And it makes him wonder, because it's magic that's meant to be for healing, but it also just hurt them. And he's a bit confused and doesn't know if this thing is an extension of Tandy or if it is just its own thing. And he wants to know what it wants, what its goal is.
You speak of magical cores. You speak of the heart of things. You look out across this room at this creature that has just been made, and you understand something. That pulse that healed and then hurt, it is in a way the same thing. You understand that it is exuding and drawing on the same force. The same force that this thing is the epitome of. And as you look across this room to try to eke some kind of idea of what his intentions are, you see a childlike wonder as it puts a hand upon the glass of the tube and starts to push. This thing wants to experience what is around it, and it is intending to leave.
Vale will kind of mutter to the others, not really commanding in any sense, just he's shaken in this moment. Just it wants out, it wants to feel, it is life, it is the act of living, but it wants to experience what it means to live. I don't understand, but we can't let it flee. We can't let it flee. And that's my turn.
Wonderful. The flesh will now go. As you're making this revelation, it is going to lash out against you. Reginald, you've not had a turn yet. I don't believe you can reflect this one. You can protect this one. You can?
He's not used it yet.
I don't think you'll need to. That is a 9 total.
Vale ducks and rolls out of the way.
Nice. Not completely lost in the discovery that you've just made. You react as these hands reach out to grasp you, and you duck out of the way. Reginald.
Recovering from the slip-up I had, thanks, Civic, for finishing what I could not. My mind's a little hazy. And I take out of my pack something to restore my MP, as I use 3 IP to restore 50 mind points.
Wonderful. Everybody in the room heal 20 HP. And then Tandy will go. You see confusion and horror cross her face as she looks inside the glass and places her hand against its hand, and you can hear kind of mumbled out across the room, No, you were supposed to be perfection. Why do you harm me? No, you've ruined it. And she will throw another glob of spores at you, Reginald.
She starts playing Spore from the mid-2000s.
It takes forever to get started, and the late game is unsatisfying.
Facts.
She stops playing Spore. That is, however, a 12 to hit you, Reginald. Does a 12 do damage?
12 will not hit me.
Nice. As you recover and parry this attack, everybody in the room takes 35 points of holy damage. Sorry, 30, not 35, 30.
It doesn't like when we hurt each other.
I am in crisis.
I'm in crisis.
Andy is also in crisis. He looks very hurt by that.
Vale will kind of like cough as that wave hits them, just like, Tandy, I don't think it likes when you're trying to harm us.
You've done this. You ruined it. You ruined it.
Soiled it.
Starts. And Bellas, it's you.
Vale, I think this is a case where you would go first. You have much more information and insight into what's happening here.
I also have not enough MP.
Oh, then let me cover you then. I'm going to guard and do reassuring presence, seeing you kind of shaken up. Vale, we need your head in the game. I can protect you long enough for you to find the path forward, and I'll strike with you when you're ready. And you will recover 22 points of MP.
Hell yes. Thank you.
Well done.
At least keep us from getting dropped. As long as we don't take another 30 right now.
Everybody in the room heals.
You are guarded, so it will be halved.
Everyone heals
True.
how much?
20.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Tandy's in a fit of rage, and she's going to keep attacking. I'm rolling so poorly to hit you, and it's tough. That's a 10, which I know is not going to get through.
No? That's a range attack, right?
There's a range attack, correct.
What if I get closer?
It would still be a ranged attack. It would
Yeah,
just
I
be
know.
closer. And everybody takes 30.
But, Max, since you're guarded, you only take 15, which means you healed a net 5.
That is true. That is true. I'm not in crisis.
You hear a thump as the Civic is very, very injured, leaning against one of the tables, like clawing to stay standing.
You see a similar scene played out across the room as Tandy looks like she's about to collapse.
Vale, what's happening?
We sustain. That's what we do. That's what we've always done best. We will continue to persevere. Tandy, whatever harm you throw our way, you've done to yourself. And I look at this creature in its eyes, and Vale will put a hand on his chest as the visage of the dragon will start to shimmer around him a bit, and he will cast Heal on all three of us.
Would you like to roll a d10?
Yes. We'll all gain 50 HP now because I'm level
Good.
20.
Lord.
Amazing.
That's 3 on the D10.
Ooh, so close.
I would have converted to the guiding light, of course, prior. And I did cast a healing spell, which means, Reginald, I think you've probably been hurt the most. You get another. Well, are you at full? I think you're both full. You get over.
I've got 10 to go.
You got 10 to go? You get
Mhm.
another 20.
Wow.
You get another 20. And you've not gone yet, Civic. So I'm going to give you the support magic to give you an additional +3 on the next check you perform. Yeah, Vale is expressing to you all like the violence that you do is reflected back upon us, and he's like looking at the thing, trying to like kind of resonate with it as he casts this healing magic, like looking at it in its eyes while casting it upon his friends.
You look at it in its eyes?
It's just the healer there in its head, right?
Yeah, I'm just asking. Do you look at it in its eyes?
Yes.
Ugh.
You watch as it focuses in on you specifically. There is no wave of healing or damage this round. Next up is the flesh.
Oh.
Flesh has been largely inconsequential, but it's still out here. It's still trying to affect damage.
Flesh be fleshing.
And to further that point, it's going to lash out against Radar Civic. Why not? Radar's not been attacked yet.
Me?
If only it was a Fury. That's double 3s. How's 8? Does an 8 hit you?
An 8 does not hit physical defense?
Yes.
Does not hit.
That's a
move
real shame.
A little faster. My reflexes growing sharper here, especially boosted by Vale's wave of healing energy.
Nice. Everyone in the room, except for Tetsudo Vale, takes 30 points of holy damage. Tetsudo heals for 20.
And I do want to confirm I was able to counterattack against the flesh.
Yes. Go for it.
That is a 16 to hit.
Lovely. That will hit.
That'll be 16 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Oh. That pushed it into Crisis, and then it took 30 more points. So it's not looking great. I believe that is Radar's turn.
Radar, having just swatted the flesh back, feeling the pain and the healing sweeping over the room, will look to Vale and Reginald. What are we doing? Do we put the flesh down? Are we taking care of Tandy? What is this thing?
I don't know, but it seemed to react to my healing. It didn't harm me this past time, as it harmed the two of you. The violent actions, it seems to be replicating that which it's witnessing. I don't know, but we can't let the flesh and Tandy keep attacking us.
I should remark on one thing, my friends. I've failed you. That last wave of damage put down Tandy. Tandy Clutch is a smoking corpse upon the ground, the holy light burning through her body as the spores around her disperse.
I point to Tandy. What are we going to do about Tandy? Oh,
I didn't even notice in all the chaos.
how's the flesh looking?
Pretty hurt. It's looking close to being just done.
I just stabbed down.
Okay, swing away. What'd you get?
Am I able to do quick to do 2 attacks?
I believe that makes you target 2 things. You cannot use quick to attack the same thing twice.
Okay.
Might be incorrect.
Gotcha. That is 6 plus 4, 10.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll just about do it.
Okay. And that'll be a high roll plus 5, so 10 points of damage.
You guys have dealt with the enemies that you see currently, but you have a new problem. The healer, maybe? If it's to be given a name, currently that's the best you've got for it. It's pressing against the glass harder and harder. You begin to see the glass around the tube fracture and spider out around its body, and with one final effort, crashes down upon the floor.
Vale's gonna rush over to it.
Yep.
No, you mustn't. The way you're built, the air, you won't last out here. No.
You hear a sucking noise and then vomiting as it throws up all the liquid that was inside of its body as it spills out in front of you as you're rushing forward. And then you hear
no.
As it starts to take in air and its chest swells and decompresses and then begins to panic and then subsides.
Vale's going to run up, palm the gem of the healer, and cast heal.
Okay.
He's not thinking. He's not being rational. He's just seeing this thing in front of him that just got its chance to live, and something in it is resonating with his magic that he doesn't understand.
You cast heal. The entire room is filled with light that glows and then diminishes as the healer continues to lock eyes with you, Tetsudo Vale.
No. Save your strength. What?
It is breathing normally.
Save your strength. No. Oh. Okay, it's all right. Don't panic. Don't panic. Going to be all right. At least for now. At least for now. Here, and he'll kind of throw one of its arms across his shoulder, and he'll try and stand up with it and like help it out of the glass.
It takes a few moments. It stumbles a little bit, but within a few steps, it seems to be able to solidly walk beside you.
All right. We need to check on our friends here. Can I trust you to, he'll sort of like palms down. Can I trust you to stay put for right now?
We'll look around.
Make sure these people are okay.
Vale, we can check. You keep whatever this is safe. We won't be long. And I'll nod to Reginald. Let's just look around real quick. Let's see what we can find.
Are we still in the combat scene, or has the scene ended?
The combat scene has ended.
I kind of lower my guard and stash away the shield and sword. I don't have the best eyes for these types of matters, but it does seem that this new life is fairly apt at adapting to whatever situation it's put into. Precisely. It's developing speech rapidly, as where it can only babble before. Hello.
Rapidly.
My name is Reginald, and I point to myself, using as many sign languages as I can. And I kind of point to Civic.
Hi.
Vale.
Civic.
Those are our names.
Vale. Reginald. Hello.
Do you have a name? What would you like to be called?
It's all about rolling dice, baby!